The Lagos State government and stakeholders in the transportation sector have signed an agreement and officially unveiled the consolidated levy of 800 naira to harmonize dues collected from commercial motorists. A new era, you may say, for all concerned.
Over the years, yellow buses in Lagos State have been the only means of road transportation for residents before the introduction of bus rapid transit system by the state government. The informal transport sector dictates the transport fare for commuters and pays tax to the state for the services of different government agencies at bus parks across the state. But now, the mode of tax payment for commercial motorists under the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Lagos is about to change, as the state government announces a consolidated 800 naira daily levy for those in the sector, which will commence in February. The Commissioner for Finance explains the motive behind the initiative.
It is buttressed on the fact that we need to harmonize the transport levy collection process. We all know that dues to unions and to associations is constitutionally correct. For example, accountants pay their dues to their respective accounting bodies like ICANN, like ACCA. So also the lawyers pay their dues to MBA and other boards. And that's why we believe that the transport sector also that has definitive bodies like the NURTW, like the RITRIAN, they also have constitutional responsibility, or they are constitutionally protected to also collect dues from their members. What the government has done in this realm is to organize the collection process, to make it more structured, so that those collecting dues will not be running after vehicles, because ICANN do not run after me. MBA do not run after lawyers. So we have come together to say that we want to put in a structure of the collection process so that we can improve the look and feel of our transport sector. We want to reduce the multiplicity of taxes. People have complained a lot, you pay parking fees, you pay motor fees, you pay this and, and all sorts of taxes, dues and levies, either due to government or association. This consolidated informal transport sector levy will consolidate all taxes, all dues, all levies due to government and association bodies. We want to eradicate harassment of bus drivers by reducing interface of one collection agent. What this consolidated transport sector levy will do for us is to harmonize this. Once they pay from their point of loading, that will be the single charge in a day. And this single charge, as we are going to be announcing today, is an 800 naira charge that traverses both what the union will collect, what LRS will collect for personal income tax, what LOMA will collect, what LASEPA will collect, and that is the arrangement.
The special advisor to Governor Sanwo-Olu on transportation says a tax card will be issued to bus operators to help achieve a hitch-free exercise.
Instead of motor parks now charging their members for cleaning of their motor parks, that one has become a thing of past. LOMA also is incorporated, so LOMA will now organize themselves. They'll be going to park periodically to clear and clean the parks. So the drivers we also have is a good time this time around. They also, from this 800 naira, the drivers, as the name will be submitted by the National Union of Retail, they now be entitled to a tax card, because from this 800 naira, that one is embedded also. Basically, 800 naira is government tax collectible, and then to be shared among all the ministry department. After this 800, there shall not be any government money ticket issued to any motorist again in Lagos State. We have art bureaus in our various offices. We have art bureaus in banking industry. We have art bureaus in courts. So we are going to deal with issue of art bureau holistically, and then the police force will help us in dealing with that. On our own part, Ministry of Transport has been so proactive. That trend has been dealt with, and then it is now mandatory for RITIAN and National Union members to always wear uniform while on duty. So any other person you see now not in uniform are not member of national union, they are not member of road transport. So you have the constitutional right also to be the mouthpiece of the government.
The state chairman of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Musiliu Akinsoya, known as MC Oluomo, explains the 800 naira is different from the NURTW levy.
Union, a máa sọ tax before tẹ́lẹ̀, but sábà sọ tax yẹn.
We met with the Lagos State government and told them to harmonize the levy paid by transport operators. So the 800 naira will only cover government tax. It does not stop the NURTW from collecting a statutory levy.
And the chairman of the State Internal Revenue Service, as well as the head of all local government chairmen in Lagos State, seek the cooperation of the Transport Union in making the initiative achievable.
All this arrangement is geared towards development of Lagos in support of our dear governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who has a lot of lofty dreams, lofty programs for Lagos, including infrastructural changes, including provision of social services. So we all know that you cannot have any meaningful development without mobilization of resources. Money is very key in every aspect of our lives. So this is one of the ways of amassing such money for all the various stakeholders that we have spoken about. LRS is charged with raising revenue for the state, usually through the state taxes. And then we all have we have the local government who is also responsible for grassroots. They are the ones closest to grassroots. They are the ones who manage a lot of these stations, and they have a lot to do, a lot to contribute to development. Residents and citizens of Lagos have a responsibility, have a fiscal responsibility. There's a social contract. The contract is that the government will govern well, create all the various rules and all the various policies that will lead to a civil society, and it expects also that all the residents of the state will also be responsible citizens who will live in a lawful manner so that we can have a very decent society. This also is part of the attempt to improve the certain living standards.
On behalf of all local government in Lagos State, whatever levy that is apportioned to us will be spent judiciously to further address all the deficit that we have in our infrastructural and healthcare and other areas that are begging and yearning for the attention of the local government in Lagos State. It will be spent judiciously. And also that the pact, which is within the purview of the local government, will not be left untouched in this area. So you witness a good pact in Lagos State.
The signing of the agreement between Lagos State, the local government and various unions in the transportation sector is aimed at bringing sanity into the motor parks, but time will be the test of its success.
Our 800 naira ticket